Hello, good evening. Today, I want to talk about why you might be missing your shots in XDefiant. This is going to be about why you might feel like you're missing your shots in XDefiant. If you're coming from Call of Duty, this game has a recoil pattern for each of the weapons. All of they're different, but they're basically similar. So all the ARs have basically the same spray pattern. Some of them are a bit tighter than others, and then the LMGs have their own class, but I think they're very different. And specifically, especially on keyboard and mouse, and even console, because console doesn't have as strong as aim assist compared to Call of Duty, and also Call of Duty doesn't really have recoil patterns, and that is while ADSing. Obviously, there's not really a recoil pattern. While hip firing, it kind of just goes wherever. Hip firing is complete ass in this game, to be honest. It should never be done. But let's talk about recoil control and all of that, and why it might be missing your shots. So we take a look at the ACR here. As you can see, we hold the fire button, not moving the mouse at all. And as you can see, it goes a bit top right. And basically, you just want to pull down. And, you could get a really nice spray pattern going on there. So you might want to switch off. Let's go AK. AK is very easy to control the spray pattern, is what I realized. I feel like AR-wise, this is the best one for me. So we take a look at the spray pattern. And again, it's basically the same as the ACR, just a bit faster firing. It might actually be a bit tighter, this goes way off compared to the ACR. But again, if we were just to hold it, as you can see, you pull down to the left. You just pull opposite of what the spray pattern is. Counter-Strike players are going to be really, fairly decent at this. Valorant players are going to know what they're doing, whereas COD players and other games, arcade games are usually like, you don't have to worry about a spray pattern at all. You just shoot and your bullets go wherever you're aiming. This actually does have spray patterns to the weapons. So let's take a look at the M4 here. I'm going to spray this. As you can see, a bit tighter. The AK ended up right here, like it was just going crazy. But, M4 a lot tighter. As you can see, the bullets are a lot closer together. So this is going to have a lot better accuracy. It's going to be a lot easier to use compared to the AK. A lot easier to control the spray pattern. So if we take a look at it here, we could, okay, the bullets not want to show up. It's weird. As you can see, a lot tighter, a lot easier to control the aim there. Your sensitivity is going to change how much you have to drag over and whatnot, compared to the aim. We take a look at something like the Vector here. Straight up, so SMGs look to be about straight up. Very easy to control the SMG, you just pull down. So anything that goes straight up is going to be the easiest to control. So SMGs up and then slightly to the right, but really all you have to do is just pull down. And, it's like easy to control, as you can see, just easy. Something else that I didn't realize was extremely easy was actually the M249. The M249 is insane with the recoil. And by that I mean it just literally goes straight up, about to the left, but if we were to aim, as you can see, straight up, slightly to the left. So if we were to shoot this, you just have to pull down. Very, very easy. The entire mag you can go through. Look at that. Very, very nice. I was using it over here, and due to it having 100 bullets, I was using it over here, and I was able to get a time of like 15 seconds on this. So, we could do a little shooting range test with this, and I could show you how just insane this is, especially because of the mag size. You can get this all done in one mag. As you can see, 16 seconds, easy, and all in one mag there. So the M249 is probably my favorite weapon here. M4 again, we just take a look at this. Or this, the M16. As you can see, because it's a 3-round burst, this is one of the most powerful weapons, and I've seen a lot of people say, I was using this, and it's crazy how good the M16 is, but it really, the only reason why it's good is because you don't have that spray of recoil going top right. Like I said before. So if you just keep spam spraying, you don't have to worry about really having a recoil there. It just goes up 3 shots, so you could just easily burst it. You don't really have to control the recoil. You just have to recenter it, basically. Yeah, marksman rifles, again, if you were to spam them. Yeah, if they want to show up, I don't know what. The board's really weird. So if we were to shoot this, it goes about straight up, and that's me spam clicking. So if you were to spray it, you just have to pull down. And as you can see, it's fairly easy to control the recoil. I just want to make this because I feel like people talking about missing their shots and not realizing that there is actually recoil to the weapons in this game, and you do have to counter it to an extent. Again, it's not as egregious as a game like Counter-Strike or Valorant, but as I said, you know, it is still something you have to look out for, because if you're, especially at longer ranges, if you're not, you know, looking out for your recoil, you're going to miss some shots, you know. For some reason, I don't know why, the ACR just, the recoil is so much harder to control, it feels like. So like I said, you know, you shoot it, and it goes top right. And, you know, it's not crazy recoil. It's not a huge kick, but, you know, especially at longer ranges, it just feels like, it kicks to the left a little bit. You know, sometimes it's easy to control. Other times, so, you know, easier way to see. Sometimes I'll be shooting and it goes up to the right, and then it feels like it kicks to the left a little bit, even though when you're, you know, when you're looking at the recoil, it doesn't really kick to the left. As you can see, you know, you got a little bit of a left kick there, but it doesn't really feel like it. Maybe it's because you have a shot going to the right and then it recenters, but it doesn't, compared to actually shooting at a target, it feels like it kicks to the left. Maybe it's because I'm dragging too much, but as you can see, you know, sometimes, you know, it's not going to be perfect. It's whatever feels like in the moment. Just because something has really good recoil, or because something has a really nice, easy spray pattern, doesn't mean you're going to be good with it, or it's going to be easy to use in an actual game setting. You know, the spray pattern for this is way tighter than the AK spray pattern. As you can see, you have a lot of shots, it goes up, but it's really tight, whereas you take something like the AK, and it's not as tight here. As you can see, it's just crazy, way spread out, you know, it has a lot of kick to it too, but it just feels a lot easier for me in game to hit shots with it, you know, compared to the MDR. Don't know why. Obviously, longer range is going to be a bit more difficult, but, you know. So that's just something you want to look out for when playing the game, just a little bit of a heads up. You know, some people might not realize that there is a spray pattern. Obviously, controller players are going to have to worry a little bit less to the aim assist, but again, still something you have to look out for slightly. Especially if you're on mouse and keyboard, or if you are on console and you don't have aim assist on. If there is a way to turn it off, I don't know for sure. But yeah,